throttle it, buddy. She's gonna be new here soon.
No smoke cloud.
Nope, just a tiny little puff.
Reflection in your window. About the same.
Burning clean.
Cheech and Chong exhale more than that.
Oh, for sure.
Talk to you later.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need to hurry too much.
Unless you're, want to hurry home or something. Or, no, you don't in a hurry. Not to come here.
warm today. Supposed to get some rain, which we did, and didn't do our roads any favors. They really never froze last night at all. It was a little bit hard enough. We got a couple trips out of the back a little bit further, but right now we're back in here for the last trip of the day probably, and we're right out by the road. This is probably like the Alamo. They started skidding again this morning and making some logs here for us. All that stuff by the processor is all new wood. They skidded this morning, and they've got a bunch on the lower side of the road here that we've been going in that they're skidding up, tree linked to the processor here. And so this is probably, I don't know how many trucks we got coming back behind me, but this is probably going to be it. Maybe around in the morning if we're lucky, and this will be it till it gets a little colder. It'll take a little bit to freeze some of the soft spots in the back, so maybe it for a few days. We always get a warm snap in January. It's almost the middle of February here now, and it just never got cold again. So all the frost we had a couple jobs we finished up that had good frost pounded in them earlier this winter, and then we moved on to this one, and it's been soft ever since we've been here, and the weather's been warm, and we haven't had much snow, so it's kind of, been taking what we get out of this. But it looks like we're not too far from this coming to an end for a couple days, but I don't know, I just keep coming back when they tell me to. Thought it'd be kind of neat to show these guys all working here. Can't really see it that great, but it kind of gives a person an idea what's going on. They got a bogey skidder back there pulling to the processor, and then he's loading right in the road. Processor sitting off the road there. I think the buncher cut all this last week underneath the road here, so I'm kind of surprised they're skidding it all out here, but maybe it's the best place to deck it, I don't know. Works out nice for us. We can just back right in here with no chains on. That log loader is a 4040, I think is the size of it, and I'm not sure what that processor is, a 350, I don't know what the numbers are on it, to be honest with you. This processor operator just flat gets it done. He doesn't mess around. They're kind of in some junky old stuff here right now. This is not the greatest wood. There's a lot of little stuff and little one log stuff you see him cutting, and then once in a while he'll get a pretty nice stick where he'll get a couple logs out of it. And they're cutting 41 footers is the long logs here.
Chris.
7 and 7.
Log he just cut there is all white fur on this end. Looks like there might be some larch
7 or so, Snoop.
right over that truck hood.
Look to the
on that
back.
end there. But the left-hand side of the deck's all white fur, white wood. Got a lot of that around here. It's kind of a weed. This job here has kind of been a little bit back and forth. There's been some pulp in it. Most of it's been pretty good, but a lot of times when you get into white fur, you just never know. Some of it's really good stands.
2500.
Some of it's got a lot of pulp in it. This one here's got some dead stuff, but not. Some of the green white fur is a little bit pulpy, but it isn't too bad. It usually clears right up. Haven't had to haul too much of it.
Oh, what do we got here? Do 1,000, Snoop.
I think, if I remember right, this piece here has been cut once before. This is state logs here, so I think it's been gone through once before. I don't know how hard or not, but it seems like going out through there we've seen some stumps. Some of the other spurs.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
So that's kind of typical late winter weather for here. A little bit of everything. Had some freezing rain this morning and then rain, and I kind of quit for a little while and got a little bit of snow, and this is kind of a sleet, kind of an ugly old stuff. Can't probably want to mount too much. Just enough to keep the windows dirty. Road spray.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people get annoyed by it nowadays, so.
Well, this is about all this I want to see. Stinking snow. Rain. Well, sure makes you want to feel like you want to be outside.